This is Mrs. K. I'm going to talk to you today about how to take at-home notes, or TANs for short. I'm going to use an example, the TAN for observations and inferences, which should be the first TAN you're going to do. Okay, what are TANs? Probably not a lot of people know what they are, so they are the short version of take at home notes. Notes taken at home. So we're going to provide you with a lecture style video, usually made by one of your teachers. Then important that the reason why we do the TANs, they are your main study resource because we do not have a textbook. Okay, so we chose a format that you will use for the TAN, which is the modified Cornell note. So why did we choose this format? They ensure that your notes are organized, they are complete, and detailed enough. So often in the past, when we had students just take notes however format they liked, detail was missing, or they weren't organized enough. And when they tried to go back and study for a test or quiz, they had trouble because they couldn't find the main points. So we decided to use modified Cornell notes. Okay, so before I go on and tell you how they are set up, the Cornell notes, or how you're supposed to take them, I want you to stop the video and get your composition notebook and a pen. Okay, welcome back. So basically what you see on the slide is a page in your composition notebook, and I have a video later where I show you how to set it up. But you have your assignment number, assignment title on top, and date. On the Cornell notes basically have like two columns. One is the notes column and the other one the cues column. You're going to start on the first. The first is the notes on the right hand side. Basically, you record as many key points as you possibly can from your video. So examples of what you could write is keywords, ideas, important definitions, facts, formulas, diagrams, charts, examples, practice, and problems. Okay, practice problems, sorry. So some top tips, what kind of not to do, what to do. Watch the video at normal speed. Do not use double the speed, okay? You will miss parts. Please do not just rush through the video. Pause it so you get all the details. You may use bullet points. You don't need to use full sentences. You're more than welcome to use symbols, abbreviations, that's all good. But leave space in between your notes. So if you forgot something, you can just add that there, okay? Don't mindlessly copy from the slides. So this first example kind of is more like copy because they are really straightforward. But usually we ask you to use your own words when possible. Why do we do that? So when you think about and try to describe content in your own words, your brain is already making connections. It is like trying to remember things. It's going to make it easier the next time you go over it, okay? This is like how you learn. Like you find connection, like your brain makes connections with other things, okay? And when you try to use your own words, that's easier. Okay. So the second part is going to be the cues. So basically you go over the notes again and try to find parts that kind of go together. So what do you write there? So it's like reduce notes, and it's like you go back, you recall. So you write keywords, key concepts, key terms, facts, and questions. So what I like to do, I like to separate certain parts into questions, like main questions. Okay, sounds rather complicated, but I think it's going to be straightforward once we look at the example. Okay, so I have a quick video.
Hi, this
like
is Mrs.
how
K.
to.
I'm showing you.
Sorry about this. Okay, so setting up your composition notebook for those Cornell notes. So I'm going to start the video again. I have to increase the volume a little bit that you can listen to that. Okay.
How to set up your composition notebook in order to take
good Cornell notes. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is number your page. In here, I'm on page 5, so at the bottom right or on your out-facing like side of the page, you're going to put your number at the bottom. Okay, very good. And I usually do that like ahead of time when I'm setting up my composition notebook. Okay, so I printed out a copy. You should also have one, like how to set up Cornell notes. So we need to have the assignment number, assignment title, and date on the top. So let's do that. My assignment number will be number 3, and the assignment title is TAN, observation and inferences. Okay, date is a little tricky because I'm taking this video in June, so I'm going to put the June date, but you will be taking your notes in, I assume, beginning of September. So you're going to put whatever date it is you're taking these or setting this up in over here, right? So mine is going to be June 20th, 20. Okay, and as you all know, I'm from Germany, so I have my fancy schmancy ruler. What I'm basically doing, I'm setting up a T, right? The T over here. So I have the right-hand side is for the notes, which is about like 2/3 of the page, and the left-hand side is for the cues because it's just less, and it's kind of like you just put like definition, and it's not as many things you have to write there. So 1/3 to 2/3. So okay, so let's underline the top line. Okay, and then you're gonna just eyeball 1/3 to 2/3. Let's make sure it's kind of at a 90-degree angle because your notes are supposed to be organized, right? Okay, so here it goes. All done. Okay, quick summary. So you have 2 parts, notes on the right-hand side, which are 2/3 of your page, and cues on the left-hand side, the second part. Okay, so let's do the example.